everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name is Corey. This is the tabletop role-playing game show, and club. We're here with Matt, James, Sasha, Tarek, and Crystal. We're playing Shadow Empire, a Legend of the Five Rings game, and I hope you're ready to join us. We got our audio fixed, we got our streaming fixed. Everything's gonna be fine again now. I'm gonna fix the past streams. I gotta fix them apparently. Okay. I love you all for joining us. Let's start off by having y'all introduce your characters. But first, before we do that, I think you guys have 10 minutes to live. And I want to know what you're gonna do in your final 10 minutes. And I'm not saying like, am I in pain? Am I like, what can I do? You've been death noted, okay? You're perfectly fine until boom, you're dead. Got it? Okay. And I know Crystal's already got something she's already got something loaded in the barrel. Crystal, tell me what's going on, and then tell me about your character.
Well, I am smuggling myself into my worst enemy's trunk.
That's amazing.
What into the worst enemy's trunk?
Herself?
Oh,
Who's your worst enemy?
nice.
Whose trunk are you going in? Tell us, Crystal. We need
It's
to
a
know.
secret. If I tell you, then when it happens, it won't be
Don't be prepared.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm playing Moshi
That means it's one of
Sora.
us, guys.
I'm playing Moshi Sora, a fire spell user / sword fighter. She just found out that she has a secret sister, possibly.
Maybe. Unless it's all an illusion. Everything here is a lie.
It could be.
You've been sitting in a mud pit all this time.
Drinking blood water.
It has happened before.
And eating poop pies.
Ugh.
Who wants to go next?
Off the trip after.
Okay, James. What you got? 10 minutes to live.
Final
Go.
10 minutes from right now. Well, I'd first make sure to send a message off to my mom, say goodbye to her, and make sure she knows it's not suicide. I just know I'm going. Then I'd take Leo here, go into my bed, and just cuddle him for the entire 10 minutes.
Daw.
And then afterwards, about a half hour later, he'd probably start eating my face.
After he meowed enough and was like, food, 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 sir.
What is happening? My monitor's just shut off. What?
So,
Aw,
what about
kitty.
Youngso?
And I play Youngso, Ide Youngso. As the rest of the party knows, he's actually Hatoro no Ide Youngso. And he is a shinobi of the Unicorn Clan and a musician. But with the way the story's been going, he's also become a pretty accomplished straight-up warrior. And the shortest tank you'll ever see.
All right. Who wants to go next here?
I vote Matt.
All right, Tarek, you're up.
Mine's easy and it's tied with Sasha's. I'm pretty sure that
Mine's tied. Oh, we have this.
Huh?
No, nothing. We just have the exact same thought.
Okay, yeah. We're probably spending the entire, like, I'd say, so like 3 or 4 times? How many times?
However many times you can manage.
Okay, so however many times I can manage in the allotment of time.
Except for the last 2 minutes, which I will be crying.
Yeah,
and
which I will be
probably
holding her up.
I have to say this.
We had the exact same fucking brain
I thought about this too. I was talking to Crystal about it, and I'm just like, I'm not, like, 10 minutes is not enough time.
You got to make do with what you got.
You just have to
Yeah,
be
you
really
gotta make
talented,
do.
and then it is enough time.
You got to make do. You just got to make do. That's it.
You can't
get right
take
up
your
until you
time
got
and
to, and
savor
then
it.
if you can
As
get it in,
many times as possible.
yeah. If you can get
and
it in,
then
get it in. If
Cuddle
you can't,
and cry for the last
yeah,
two.
if you can't
If
get
you
it
can
in,
get
just
it
stop,
in.
cuddle, and cry.
Okay, what's Shasura Kuranagi up to?
Shiro Kuranagi is the neighborhood.
We didn't do Matt
nice,
though.
Nice.
He can go last.
Scorpion,
We're
friendly
characters
neighborhood
as we go.
Scorpion. She is 100% not standing behind you, about to kill you. It's totally not happening. She is elated to find that there are 2 Moshisoras and that her steamy midnight fantasies are finally coming true. I'll go ahead and pass it off to Matt, whose turn it is now to start opening up.
All right. And also, if Shisoro Kuranagi is ever standing behind me about ready to kill me, I'm pretty sure she'll get knocked out by my Sanba Deadly. So good luck
That's
with
not a knife in my pocket. I'm just happy to see you.
that. Like, oh no. Kuranagi's the
Hope you're
worst
ready to be
kind.
filled with my kindness.
She's got an elephant
Tastes
and I
like
don't want it.
poison.
All right, so joking aside, so Corey, I got a question. Do you want the wholesome one or do you want the petty one?
I want the funny one. Be funny and
Whatever you
entertaining. That's the point here. Is that we're putting
I
on a
want the
show
real
for people to watch on the internet.
Be way too real and expose things about yourself that you probably shouldn't. Duh.
That's what the internet is for.
Okay,
Obviously.
okay.
To make a fool out of yourself. Sometimes for money.
And of course,
Sometimes-
I have one thought, but it's like just the complete and utter pettiness of like at least announcing like really loudly like how poorly some of my coworkers treated me in my last office job, like right in front of where they're working currently, in front of their own students. It's like that'd be fun. That'd be real
I
fun.
was fully expecting you were going to say something like, I'm emailing pictures of my butthole to all of my coworkers.
Maybe
Like,
okay,
that's
so
where I thought it was going.
maybe better yet, like get that service that sends like animal shit to your worst enemies.
But you could have done that before you had 10
10
seconds
minutes to live.
or 10
Yeah.
minutes to die.
10
yeah.
minutes.
You won't be around
right
to
now. Nah, I don't
savor
feel
it.
like it. But 10 minutes to live. Yeah, I'm gonna order as much as I can before spending time with my family, and then explode as the gases accumulate in my system. And then everyone else will have to clean
Let
up the
them
mess.
hose you off the walls.
So what about
Yes.
Daisuke? Let's talk about Daisuke.
So Daisuke. All right. So Daisuke is let's see, is a crane courier who is just doing his best in a large forest that's got problems, and it's reflecting his problems right back at him. And that's all I have to say.
All right, Sasha. How would you spend your last 10 minutes?
Oh, we already went over that.
Okay, we're gonna stick with that. Okay.
As many times as possible. Last 2 minutes, cuddling. I feel like the knowledge of the imminent death would help, progress things faster. And then
We don't have time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, your partner is not gonna die in 10 minutes. Only you are gonna die in the next 10 minutes.
I know, and and both of us would want to spend our last 10 minutes the exact same way. I think Tarek would be the full 10 minutes just as many times as possible. Mine would be 8, and then the last 2 cry because I'm a bitch. So, like, I definitely, if I knew I had 10 minutes to live, I would not be able to handle it. I would turn into a snot, like, sniveling mess for the last bit of it. But, yeah. Let's be real here.
10 minutes, get in as much as you can.
Yeah,
and
10 minutes is not a lot of time to do
everything's
much.
on the table, Sasha. Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everything's
I'm going out
I'm
with style.
getting in there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going out with style. Let's do it.
And then Jesus bursts forth from your ceiling and says, "Don't worry, I have you now." As you're like carried away, screaming, wailing, and screeching.
We're
Me
trying
and
all of
Satan
it.
are gonna have to fight for me. Jeez. Rock, paper, scissors, maybe.
That
If
trombone's getting
either of them
real
show up in my
rusty.
room while this is going on, they're either joining or they're getting out of the way.
Like, move! I'm busy.
Yeah.
Trying all of the things.
There is a clock here, sir. You said 10 minutes. I get
You better
every
wait.
goddamn second.
You better wait.
Yeah.
So you're
No,
trying.
like right at the 10-minute mark.
You're
is what
trying
I meant.
all of the things. So you're getting your trombone real rusty.
Yeah, everything. We're doing everything.
Uh,
Right?
well, What's Naren up to?
I'm joking.
Apparently.
Oh, we could say a lot of things with that quote, but nah, we won't stoop that low, would we?
Okay.
No.
Well, we'll figure out what Naren's doing later. As for me, I'd spend my last 10 minutes getting as much attention as possible and speaking my mind. I'll live stream the last 10 minutes of my life. I'll go downtown and yell at people, "I'm going to die, listen to me."
Dude, just
Look at me.
Convince people you're like a prophet, and you're like, trust me, in 10 minutes I will drop dead, but until then, heed all the words I have to say. And then
Get someone to write a book about you.
Right?
immediately, boom.
Run to the journalism section of your
And
school
then-
and be like, listen.
And then when I die, I want a live stream camera in my casket with a light and a little antenna that goes up.
So they can all watch you decompose?
Exactly. Monetized, of
Online.
course.
Yeah.
Goes all
Well,
proceeds.
thank
go to
you for
Crystal.
thinking of my future, Corey. I
Always.
was more selfish than that.
As
I was
long as you're
gonna
not
say
stuffing
something
yourself
that was
into,
sounded so mean and heartless. I'm like, nah, I am not saying it.
as long as y'all aren't going to shove yourself into Corey's the trunk of Corey's car, then I think we're
Ugh.
good.
Thank you to our patron scrolling in the bottom down below. We have a new patron. I forgot to put him in there, but thank you for being a friend.
I gotta add to Crystal's. You gotta spend some of those minutes like breaking into their car and like putting fingerprints and like hand smears all over.
Yeah,
Touching everything, dropping DNA all over the place.
Or scratching their
hairs.
face just so it looks like there was defensive wounds.
Thanks to my new patron, Mr. Mitchell, for joining us. You're not scrolling down there below, but you're in my heart right now, and you'll be there next time, I promise. I have a poll that you can do online about your favorite character or just the character you think deserves a bonus, a benefit. They get a free success for the game, and that one is Young So. Need a Young So.
The man ho.
Congratulations.
Young So's not a man ho.
Oh, I know.
Well, we don't know
it
that
just
for sure,
rhymed, and I'm like, it's the only thing that came off. the top of my
Closest
head.
experience that Young So has had with a woman was as himself when he cross-dressed as one during this campaign.
He did see himself naked.
So the only thing you could rhyme with Young So was ho. You couldn't be like, Young So, he drives a backhoe.
Toe, low, a lot of things.
He
He's
stands
got-
Very
so
low to the
low.
ground.
He's got a
So
large...
Too much tobacco.
See, there you go.
He knows how to shoot a bow.
Look, if we've learned anything playing this campaign together, especially at the end of the streams, it's that Matt and his rhyming needs a lot of practice.
Of course. It's done on purpose.
These guys are in the Tower of Blood in the middle of Shinneman Swamp. It's filled with blood speakers, but the blood speakers are being quite friendly right now because their leader, the Sage of Blood, has this idea that Moshi Sora is her twin sister, and they do look quite similar. Everybody is getting ready for dinner. Dinner with the blood mages. It's gonna be great.
Dinner with
I
in
hope
Bloodtown.
they
We go cough in the
their
hallway.
meat.
So, the question is: are you dressing up? Are you dressing down? Are you doing anything to prepare?
Let's see.
Well, I really only
You'll be
have at this
pleased.
point my ceremonial clothes to wear. Or
I
my
know, and they're
armor.
dirty as all get out.
Or I can wear my armor.
Armor's not good for.
No, it isn't.
For dinner.
But I mean, they gave you a room. There's like stuff in the room.
What?
Is there anything that would actually fit my short stature?
I don't
What
know.
kind of stuff?
I mean, there's there are closets and armoires full of white kimono. There are tatami mat or futons. I'm sorry, there are futons. There is makeup kits, perfumes, all of the amenities that you would want.
Aw. Adorable cat.
There's a cat with 6 legs.
Interesting.
I mean, blood magic and Shadowlands taint is kind of like radioactivity, really.
So it gives you
We are
cancer?
in the exclusion zone.
No, it turns you into a mutant.
Oh, comic book radiation.
Comic book
Got
radiation,
it.
yeah. They can do
So we might leave here with new superpowers, you're saying?
the Spider
I
Clan.
guess.
The Spider Clan can do whatever a Spider Clan can. Sandman.
Can do whatever a
I mean-
spider clan.
Real life radiation can cause wacky mutations, like giantism.
But they're horrific and painful, so let's not think about the painful stuff and just think about the fun
Cancer.
stuff.
I mean, not really.
You want it to be as realistic as possible, don't you? Sourpuss.
No, I just like. Never mind. We can talk about this later.
There are also servants. The servants are a little, just a little deformed, but they're here.
Well, I'm going to stick with my usual sanctified robes.
If you went to take a bath, your clothes were laundered during that time.
Oh, then I have clean ceremonial clothes to wear.
So there you go.
Yeah. Same here. I am gonna have my clothes laundered as well, along
So-
with the bath.
Is there nothing? You're just putting on your ceremonial clothes and that's it?
I'll take my concealable jite with me. Oh, someone stole a child.
Huh?
That's the Amber Alert.
There's an Amber Alert.
Okay.
Crystal, what you doing?
Oh, my Tessin as well.
Nothing special.
Nothing special. Okay. Sasha, Tarek.
Sasha has to go for a second.
Okay.
Not 100% sure why. I think it's because of the alert that I just got, which is a dust storm alert.
Interesting.
Check
Weather
out
alert.
whether the car is okay. I think Kuranagi is going to get dressed very nicely, appropriately so. And where's my goddamn cursor? Okay, there you go. I have, let's see here. I have sanctified robes, which I will definitely be wearing. I will be hiding jade on me. I will also be giving a piece of jade to Nalrin, because she gave hers to the Kitsu, and I have 2 pieces of jade. I will also be hiding a knife on me, just in case things get crazy, and maybe some shuriken.
Okay. Anything else other than weapons?
I'm going to examine the makeup on offer, and if there's nothing untoward about it, then I'm going to do a little eye makeup.
All right, so you're gonna actually try and get prepped, get really good looking then. So
That's what I just said I was gonna do.
make a design. Is it design?
Might be aesthetics, but either way,
It's not
good.
aesthetics. It's design. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just going to use void for it because hey, let the ancestors guide it.
Sounds good to me. And we're gonna make the TN2.
I think I'm also going to do a roll after James as well because, well, you know, Daisuke
See, this
being
is what
cranky.
I was trying to get to, guys. I was like,
Wow,
there's makeup, there's jewelry, there's things in here.
I said that I was going to get dressed up real fancy, and that's like the thing.
I don't
that
know
my
what that
opening
means.
statement.
You tell me what that means. You didn't say
Like,
real fancy. No.
I'm getting
All you said
appropriately
was, I'm
dressed,
wearing my
fancy.
sanctified robes and I'm hiding. That's what I got.
So Corey, bonus successes do anything?
No.
Well, because my sanctified robes are actually ceremonial. Actually, I have ceremonial robes, so they're ceremonial and resplendent, which makes it easier for me to be pretty.
Do you only have the one set?
I have two.
Can I borrow one?
There are kimono.
We're the same height, apparently.
Sure.
There are
I'll let you wear the
kimono.
ceremonial clothes then, and I'll wear my sanctified robes.
Naren, do you want to wear scorpion themed clothing?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you want to wear
Did you ask
scorpion themed clothing right now?
I don't know why I wouldn't.
Because my clothes are scorpion themed.
I guess that's all of your. They're not just like.
No, they're not just like regular clothing. That is like they're not Kmart branded. They're scorpion branded.
Okay, so I guess probably not.
There is clothes here in your room.
I'm getting that, but I don't want to touch dirty blood speaker clothes. Just saying. Like, part of me wants to just show up in armor and deal with all the disrespect that is like, fuck you, I don't trust you. I'm gonna eat silently in my armor. No, I guess Naurin will like pretty up and dress, though she feels very uncomfortable about it, and is very clearly very stiff and not like.
Okay, you're just using
Not
your normal.
smiling. She's got a permanent frown on her face.
You're just using your normal kimono then?
No, she'll dress up pretty with something that they have here.
I will also give.
She'll do her
Naren-
makeup. She's got her own makeup kit, and she's used to doing up.
I will also give Naren her the piece of jade. I have 2 fingers of jade, so I'm going to give Naren one of them.
Did we need to roll design to like look hot or something?
Yeah.
I was out of
roll
the room.
design to look stylish. Not exactly hot, but if that's the way you're going, that's fine too. Stylish.
Naren always kind of looks hot, but stylish is definitely what we're going for
I can.
here. So
You know what? You can use your Benton's blessing if you want to.
can I?
Yeah,
That's great.
I'll
I'd
allow
love to.
that. Oh, Matt, you should reroll 2 of those dice.
Oh, okay. She'll let me know before I
I
commit
know, I didn't. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're okay. You won't get a void because you didn't reroll dice, but you're fine.
You should also remember, Matt, that you have Benton's curse.
Yes, doubled up. But I mean, I'm willing to get the void point. So
You can only get it once.
You can only get the same curse once.
Oh my gosh. All right.
one per scene.
It was a TN2, right?
TN2, yeah.
How did I fail this? Literally could only roll 1 success after everything.
No worries. There's no penalty for failure here.
Except my disappointment.
Anybody who succeeds at this roll gets 1 point of glory. For
I get 2 points because of resplendent and because
yeah,
Resplendent
if
gives me
you're
1.
if you have a cool kimono, if you have a kimono that is resplendent, I guess you
And
get 2
I
points
get
of glory.
and I have 4 successes and 1 opportunity, so I'm going to make an opportunity to make it even more beautiful. I look very, very, very professional.
Oh, I do have one as well. Heck yeah.
And I'm going to be going openly armed with my katana.
The reason Naurin
All
fails
right.
is that she still wears her demon mask to dinner.
Anybody who goes to dinner with weapons, even though it's the prudent thing to do, either openly or concealed, lose honor equal to your honor rank.
Ooh.
I am concealing weapons. I will lose honor equal to my honor rank 100%.
I got my katana on my hip, so
Um,
All right, Tarek, what was the name of your Ronin Shinobi when we had a Ronin game?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but give me a second and I'll see if there's in.
I still remember that scene when you were trying to use your disguise kit and you completely botched up your.
I failed hard on that one. I don't remember off the top of my head what her name was,
Mhm.
and it's not in our PC registry.
Okay.
Yeah, it keeps turning off.
Can I say that because I got 2 bonus successes, I look extra fancy?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want me to make a check to conceal my items? They have the concealed property.
Yeah. Does that mean? I think that just means they're concealed until somebody like searches you.
You must a character trying to find the hidden item must make a check, smithing or design, to discern that I am armed.
Yeah. So a concealed item is just you don't have to roll to conceal. People have to roll to find them. So if it's concealed, it has the concealed quality. It just is.
Oh.
I guess Naren would like to. I'd like to use her opportunity to perform the task in a flashy way. So her outfit is a bit like unstandard, but still flashy. Spend my opportunity on her.
Well, that's the whole point. That's like one of the points here is to be seen. Even though that these are blood speakers, they have a castle, they have a land, and they have like people here that can
People
talk.
to witness you.
A method to be stunning that would absolutely shock me would be you doing the whole slightly looser up and hanging off of one shoulder.
I think her chest wrap is visible, and it's a bit untraditional for off wearing the kimono a bit off the shoulder, not very professionally, I guess you would say, or appropriately.
Naren is going total J-pop style, and
I don't know what that means.
you don't know what J-pop is?
Not really. Not what I don't understand what it means in this context. Japanese pop?
Yeah. You're like a
It's
Japanese
like
idol.
K-pop, but from Japan.
You're like a Japanese idol girl. Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's like a Japanese warrior woman who's really muscled and has a terrifying tattoo on her shoulder.
Yes,
but
that's exactly
whatever.
what that is. I was making a funny, but we can move on from that now because it's totally spoiled.
I didn't get it. Sorry.
Okay. Everybody goes to the dining hall where there are places to sit, and there are trays, and there are all of the like witches and wizards are sitting, have come in, and they're all standing next to where they're supposed to be sitting, and the Sage of Blood is there. And I'm going to put the Sage of Blood on the screen. Let's do that. Let's show the Sage of Blood.
That's just a picture of Moshi Sora.
With her hair down.
There it is.
Looking like a snack over there.
Tarek, stop. You're going to dinner. You're going to spoil your appetite.
Oh, that's true.
She says, thank you for coming and accepting my invitation to dine with us. Is there a way we can deliver some food to your captive, or is that... You know what?
I think Naren probably dragged him to dinner too. I don't think we're leaving him alone.
You don't think you're leaving him alone?
No.
She
Well,
looks
it
at...
depends.
We
Did he?
shouldn't.
Is he like terrified to go to dinner with us?
Yeah, he don't want to eat. He's like, I'd rather stay right here, thank you. You can
Naren
feed
doesn't
me
want to eat here
rations.
either, but she's going, so she's like, so are you.
Well, fine.
Sorry, partner.
Dragon.
Yeah, you don't get a
against
say
the-
in this.
She
This is
will
not a
look at the
discussion.
captive and say, she'll say, it's highly inappropriate to bring a captive to dinner. put him out in the hall. Some servants will come up and try and grab him and move him away if you let them.
Does he stay in, like, if he's in the hall, is he visible or is he out of sight?
I mean, yes and no. It's
Remember that, like, Satoru will do anything to get out of our hands. Like, Matt's supposed to be watching him. So watch him, Matt. Don't leave this to me.
All right, Daisuke will at least try to position himself to where he can, keep a very close eye on Kitsu Satoru, as much as possible while still being in sight of the dining hall.
The sage says,
if it's possible.
Of course. We have cages. Naturally, I can have my servant deliver him to one of the cages, or you can escort him yourself.
I'll go ahead and escort him myself.
Okay, you leave.
I'll let the rest of the party enjoy their meals.
You leave to escort him to one of the cages.
This feels like a bad idea. He's a worm, and he will do anything to get out. And I don't like this.
They lead you. Daisuke is led out front of the tower, where there are cages lined around the place, and one is lowered, and a corpse is kind of grabbed and thrown out of the cage, and they bid you to put Satoru in the cage.
I'm just going to point out for a moment that you had, didn't we have it set up so that he would be tied to something in your room?
Yeah.
Like,
I think we
I
did
don't
discuss
think
about
so.
it, but we just kind of...
Like, what could
All
he be
all
tied
last
to?
game, Daisuke dragged Satoru around with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what happened. Satoru says, is there anything else I can do? I do not want to go in there. He gestures with his hands.
It smells like goblin everything.
Don't put me in there.
Well, considering that the mission is of its utmost importance, I think I can abstain from dinner and keep an eye on you in our at our guest quarters instead.
Okay.
Well, please let our host know that I have to unfortunately decline dinner, but I definitely thank her for the invitation. I will go ahead and watch over our detained guest myself
The servants
for the
nod.
party. All right, so I take Kitsu Satoru back to the, into the guest room and just stay with him there. No need to kind of like put him in a cage. Like more than likely, like here's the thought process Daisuke is having. If essentially we I forced him into that cage while we had the dinner, that probably would have made Kitsu Satoru a lot more resentful to us as a group, and gave him more incentive to backstab us whenever the opportunity presented itself.
Also, if this dinner goes poorly, then they have our prisoner in their clutches. He's not watched over by us. He's out of our supervision. And they could hold him, and they know that we need him for something. So they could use him against us, and that idea is troublesome.
So, what I'm gonna say for Daisuke is he needs to lose a rank of glory for not attending the dinner, but gain 6 points of honor for helping a foe.
I think it's a good move, honestly.
Okay, so I have 59, so I lose 5 points.
Right. And gain 6 points of honor.
Okay, so my honor is now at 70, and I'm at 54 glory.
There you go.
Yay. Gotta play it smart. Gotta play it smart.
The sage says, now that that's taken care of, I am honored that you could come and dine with me today, and I hope you will enjoy yourselves here. I think this menu is will be to your satisfaction. But you may definitely test whatever foods you like before you eat. I understand the apprehension considering the history that Rokugan has had. There will be no breaches of etiquette for that sort of behavior here. I wish to show my good intentions towards the Centipede clan, from which I share an ancestry with, and my hatred for our mutual enemy, the Gozoku. Please, sit. And all of the wizards and witches will kneel down next to... There are like 2 tables.
Is the librarian here?
Pardon?
Is the librarian here?
Yes.
She said she would be.
And then my other question is, can I do a sentiment check on what she said about her ancestry with the Moshi clan or the Moshi family, and the mutual hatred of the Gozoku?
I mean, sure.
Just to tell whether she's like being honest about this.
I'm going to say that this is a hidden TN. You don't know, but you can make a sentiment roll. What's a good
Analyze?
Sure, you can analyze.
You said there were 2 tables. Is there like a main table and then like a servant's table or something, or like someone like
No.
the
They're
tables
like
we
little
all
tray
sit at?
tables.
So there's just 2 tables and we're kind of divided among them. Are we all together?
No, you don't understand. You have a
I
pillow
don't.
that you sit on, and then there's one large tray table and one small tray table. So everybody has their own table.
Their own little table, and there's like a big one in the middle. That
There's
like,
no
stuff
big
is put
table
on.
at all. The room is just open.
So everyone just has
everyone's
their
on the
own
floor.
tiny table. I just heard there were 2 tables, so that was why I was
It's,
confused.
everybody
We're
has.
eating
2.
off TV trays.
Yes. Which is actually insanely fancy to do.
For everybody to have their own separate little tables, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 successes on my sentiment check.
5. Okay. This is a kaiseki dinner. It is, I mean, I had this kind of planned out a couple weeks ago, and then we didn't.
It's been a
we
while.
didn't play. This is like a 9-course meal.
Wow.
And let me get my
A lot of
notes
courses.
here.
Is there sake involved?
Yes, there is sake involved.
Then I get to remove a couple strife, especially if it's good.
Okay, we start with an appetizer. A small dish, like a very tiny dish, is presented to each of you with a sliced piece of something. It looks meaty, but has like a skin, like a purplish skin, and it's glazed.
It looks meaty, you said?
Kind of.
And it
Like,
has a
it looks
purplish
very
skin.
firm, but there's no like muscle fiber to it. It looks just like a firm slab of something.
Baby.
Are babies blue, purple?
They could be.
I guess unicorn babies.
I love Wargris's comment that he posted up on the Discord. Watching the stream, just imagine the fun of a crab companion. Everyone fretting over dressing up and whether to bring concealed weapons or not. Meanwhile, the crab is walking out of the room in full armor and all of their extra jade.
The crab person would never be in the situation that we are in right now. They would have been like, sorry, Sora, but no. This is not happening. This is not happening.
It depends on the crab. Sometimes the crab would be like, we need to kill all of them. And sometimes the crab would be like, we need to sleep with all of them.
Oh, uh-oh.
Depends upon if they have the attitude of the enemy of my enemy might be my friend.
I didn't know the crab were cool like that. Damn.
More like the enemy of my enemy might be the person that I want in my bed tonight.
And well, the crab's number one enemy is Shadowlands, which, look at all the cages and what's in them.
I mean,
And probably what's on the plate.
the crab, like, the Shadowlands are known for having, like, what are they? The weird, like, bog hag like creatures, or they're
Yeah, the crab have a slang for them.
the crab have slang for, like, the hot women that are actually, like, ugly Shadowlands creatures.
Mhm.
And they have slang for them specifically because everybody falls for it. Some people go in 100% knowing, yeah, it's fine.
It's a rite of passage. You gotta bang the bog witch.
Yeah.
Only one way
Don't
you're gonna
let her
learn.
have any of your teeth, though. No matter what she promises you.
The only way you're gonna learn. You gotta go through it.
Spread that Herbagonus syphilades to the rest of the village.
It's like when your dad buys you a hooker because, you know, he's worried about you.
Oh.
Yeah, there's in the way of the crab book.
You got no game, so take bog witch.
In the way of the crab book, there was a bunch of slang terms that they said the crab used along the wall that are like common slang terms, and one of them was like one word. I forget what it was. It was one word, and what it meant was get all your equipment and meet me at the front. All of the geisha are actually bog hags.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
So niche.
And
Yeah.
that is
You
common.
think it's niche,
slang.
but because it's so common that they got a single word to tell everybody,
I know,
tells you how often it happens.
but that's so funny.
like, I love it.
Mommy was shouted when a shape changer was expected among the guards to take up standing positions.
Okay. So do you eat it?
Yes.
How would I be able to tell if this is something gross?
I don't
Just
know.
ask
How
what
would you
it
like to
is.
try?
By eating it. You'll never know if it's gross unless you eat it.
You inspect it. It has some grill marks on it.
It has grill marks.
Yeah.
I think Naren's gonna eat it before anyone asks what it is, because I don't think she wants to know.
Youngso, you eating it or not eating
Youngso
it?
has the attitude, well, there's sake. Sake can cure a lot of things, so bottoms up and eat.
Okay.
It's Suta. Suta. The geisha house is staffed by Shadowlands creatures in disguise. All those around you are demons. They do not suspect I am onto them. Say nothing, grab your weapons, meet me at the front door.
Where did you find this? You need to send it to me.
It's a slang
just
term
send
from
it to
the
me.
book Bearers of Jade.
Send me the link that you found. I need to see this myself.
Uh,
For research purposes.
Everybody who eats this can lose 1 point of strife from having a
It's on your list
wonderful,
that you just sent me.
delicious appetizer of sweet glazed grilled eggplant.
Vegans, I knew it.
Delicious eggplant.
They're evil, but they still care about the treatment of animals. And about the ecosystem. And about diet, like gut health. Yeah, it's very important to them.
All right. The next course comes out, and it is a small bowl of really lovely smelling broth with it appears to be pieces of tofu that have that are in the bottom of it. You see the other people here pick it up and just kind of sip it all down.
What kind of broth?
You don't know.
Delicious smelling.
Delicious smelling. It smells meaty. Maybe it's chicken.
So
Maybe it's just mushroom.
the Scorpion have a long-standing history of having really good cooks. Could I make like a labor check to see if I could recognize some of the foods that are on display?
Sure, you can make a labor check.
Could I make a
Give you
aesthetics
TNT.
check on the sake just to be able to make comments about its creation?
Sure, I'll let you make. Yeah,
Like try to identify the
this will be
you're
labor.
trying to be
yeah.
sommelier. Is it hidden TN again?
No, I put the TN out. It's the TN should be right there on the.
Okay, I have to redo it again.
Okay.
Hey Corey, I do want to add something that Naren is concerned for poison, and she is
Yes.
used to ingesting poison. So the way that she is eating all of this is she is very quickly taking like a bite, the first bite or the first sip, kind of maybe before a lot of other people are, and then waiting a little bit to see if she like there's any weird taste, any weird mouthfeel that shouldn't be there, if it smells weird, if her tongue starts tingling, if she notices any weird symptoms, like she's checking for poison basically, and everything that she eats. She's keeping an eye out and a tongue out.
Is there any ring that you want me to use specifically? I was thinking water for survey because it makes sense, but
No.
All right. Not sure what I'll do with the one opportunity, but let's see.
Okay. So, you for Tarek, Kurnagi is trying to figure out what this broth is, what the cubes are, and it's definitely tofu. And this is
it's like a miso.
and this is a mushroom and chicken stock with a little bit of this onion sprinkled on the top. It should taste lovely and wonderful. James, you are drinking the sake.
Yes.
It is a standard junmai sake. It doesn't seem to be anything special about this. The food is better than the sake here, but the sake's fine. It's not terrible.
It's not bad sake. It's also possibly imported, so they don't make it themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you looked out in the rice fields, and you get the impression that the sake they make here might be a little tainted.
Unique?
Yeah.
In that case, I'll make the comment of, I appreciate the effort into bringing this sake for us.
She nods and says,
And I'll use the opportunity to learn her demeanor and current strife.
okay. Sounds like a plan. Her demeanor is ambitious. Her strife is 3. All right. Who does not eat the soup? Okay. Everybody. I know, Matt. Everybody.
I drink mine.
Matt's like, I don't eat the soup.
Everybody loses a point of strife from eating the soup.
It's okay, Matt. If we all get poisoned and get passed out at the table, it's going to turn into Operation Doji Daisuke Rescue Time.
every dish on its own is
Or-
delicious,
Also,
but
or
if you
doomed.
eat all
Or
of
it's going
them,
to turn
something
into
bad
Operation
happens.
Doji Daisuke Escape Time.
Doji
Or more
Daisuke and
subtle.
Doji Daisuke and the prisoner team up to break us out of the castle.
Doji Daisuke and the prisoner go from enemies to lovers
Ooh.
and escape into the
Escape
burning
into the
sand.
night.
Crystal, there's a much more subtle thing that I would be doing if I was doing it. All of the dishes do have compound poison in them that will react, but if
When
you eat them all, it neutralizes it.
A reverse Joker.
That way, if somebody is suspicious about a dish and chooses not to eat that one, well, then now they're fucked.
Pardon me. The next dish comes out and is a larger dish. You're getting a much more substantial piece here. You have... Oh, yes, Crystal, you've raised your hand.
What?
You press the button on accident. I've done
that.
that.
Raises your hand.
Oh, what?
It's the little hand button on the left.
I don't know what key it is, but yeah, you can raise your hand in this.
Yeah, like this.
James just did it. Yeah.
There's a hand button.
Looks like we're all
somewhere?
high-fiving.
What's the button,
Oh,
guys?
is it this thing?
It's just a button on the left under the clear blood button.
Looks like it's trying to give a high five.
So, a much more substantial plate comes out on a bed of crunchy shredded green stuff. There is something golden and fried sitting atop it.
So uncomfortable with how you're describing all of this food.
That's-
Like, I want to say that this is not important at all, but if it's not important, why are you taking so much time to describe all the food?
It sounds like you're just
Because it's a
describing.
way to screw with your players, especially
I know.
the
It
more
sounds
paranoid
like you
ones.
just.
Gaslit right now. I am paranoid.
It sounds like you just described karaage on a bed of cabbage. But I feel like I'm about to bite into
Eat baby
goblin
livers.
asshole.
I think it's going to be delicious tempura on cabbage, so I'm going ahead and enjoy it.
I named this episode Forbidden Tonkatsu, okay? So
For a reason. This sounds like it's a tonkatsu. This is the forbidden stuff.
Naren is the poison paranoid person, so
Okay.
like
I will. Is
I don't know
it
what else to do.
the golden fried thing chopped up into bite-sized pieces, or is it just one hunk?
it's one big piece, actually. Which usually if it's something, they usually slice it, but this is not sliced.
And we don't have like a knife at the table.
No.
how are you supposed to eat it? Like hold it with
you
chopsticks and
look
just
at the
gnaw
other
on it?
people eating it, and they just kind of put one piece in their mouth, and they kind of tear at it.
They don't go at it like corn on the cob? Like
No.
So how big is this piece?
It's not that big. It's about like 2 inches by an inch.
is it big enough to
Okay,
be
so
a
it's-
goblin leg?
like
Like deep fried and battered?
A
it's
hunk
something
off
that you
of.
might put all in your mouth at once,
You
but
could.
really it should be 2 bites.
You could, yeah.
Oh, it looks like fried eel then.
I was gonna say, like a large prawn.
I use my sense of smell to see if I can discern what type of ingredient.
All right, make that labor check. Fire to theorize, maybe. I don't know.
I'll just take a bite of it and look
Yep.
in the part that I,
I mean,
don't
it's
have
really
in my
obvious
mouth.
Fried thing.
once you eat it. But anybody who doesn't want to eat it at first needs to make a roll or something.
So it's
It's funny that everybody's so stressed about it, and they gain strife, and then you eat it, and I'm like, what is the point of strife?
I don't think anyone's stressed about this except me. I am stressed.
I want to know how
In
good it
real
tastes
life.
too.
I think actually we might be in order on my screen from least stressed out about this to most stressed out about this, because Young So is not phased at all. Moshi Sora only has a little bit of concern, but not much. And then Nagi's going, I am a little concerned. And Nauron's going, I'm full-blown paranoid.
I'm not going to be concerned about this until I see something that looks outright suspicious.
Until you see Nauron coughing something up on a napkin, you don't need to be worried.
This is fried pork loin on a bed of cabbage.
What I thought. So this is the forbidden tonkatsu. All right, I take a bite.
It's only forbidden because of who we're eating
Does
with.
anybody not eat it? Okay, everybody can lose a point of strife from this as well. The next is this is the sashimi plate.
Now you have my attention.
It's not chicken sashimi, is it?
No, it's horse meat sashimi.
Yeah, it's fish of the horse.
What we now find
Fish of
out
the
is
land.
that they took all of our horses and made sashimi out of them.
Well, with that many horses, there would be enough for everyone.
To feed a castle.
The truth of the matter is that horse meat sashimi is a delicacy in Japan.
You guys,
And also amongst the unicorn, you'd be surprised that it was, but yeah. Like my character's favorite food is horse meat booze.
everybody is delivered a plate with 2 pieces of rice with a piece of fish on top, drizzled with a little bit of brown sauce and sprinkled with sesames.
This is probably the most easily identified thing.
What do you think it is?
Fish.
What kind of fish? Fish is a broad term.
It is very broad.
Can you describe? I know fish pretty well. Can you describe it again?
Goblin fish.
Is it white? Is it orange? What color is it?
It's white.
Okay. Might be tuna
Cod.
Could be.
or cod.
Cod
There
is
are
be
a
the
lot
trout.
of things it could be.
is not a common sushi.
It
or
looks
sashimi
fresh.
fish. It's probably tuna. Like
Alaskan
Most
haddock.
If it was fresh tuna, it'd be pink.
yeah. Well, it depends on the type of tuna.
It does
Yeah,
not.
Even so,
tuna
cooked
comes in a
tuna
lot of
is
colors.
white. Non-cooked tuna is
Is
not.
anybody making their labor roll on this?
I'm making a labor roll
Tegan
for
to
sure.
labor roll to
Because
identify.
not only because I want to know whether this is edible or not, but mostly because I also want to know about cooking.
It could be like sea bass too.
How fancy the cooking is. I want to know whether I'm
Or
getting lined or
flounder.
dined.
Halibut.
Could be catfish.
Catfish isn't a typical sushi fish.
True, but we're in a swamp.
Yeah. Catfish probably wouldn't be bothered by all the blood in the water.
Catfish.
They are highly resistant to most toxins and have been shown
this
to
point-
resist nuclear radiation even.
At this point, I'm mostly doing this so that I can figure out all of the like the quality of meal we are eating.
All right. Who is not eating this?
I still don't like the way you phrase
Okay.
I think
Everybody
everybody's
eats it.
eating everything.
And you understand that this is eel. It's freshwater
sense. I get it.
eel. And I need everybody to make a meditation earth check. TN2.
TN2 meditation
Yes.
earth.
Is this to resist a poison or something?
And there's not poison. Well, technically it could be considered poison, but it's not. See, I said
That'd
it
be a
was.
fitness
I gave you.
roll.
I gave you an interesting detail that this was fresh.
Freshwater.
So
Fresh.
I like fresh fish. So, where do you think they get fresh fish around here?
Blood water.
Blood River.
Cinnamon Swamp, which has been tainted far before it was filled with blood.
Oh, by the way, Corey, unagi is usually cooked, so it wouldn't technically be sashimi.
Well, it's
For your information.
it is a. They don't have fish here, okay? It's like they're in the giant forest where there's no traders, and they're in the middle. They're between 2 mountain ridges. Come on.
Who has the most strife here right now?
They're doing their best.
Does
I'm pretty
anybody
sure it's
have
either
any left?
Kuranagi or Naurin.
No, it's
I
not
have 0
Kuranagi.
strife as of right now.
I just failed though.
But if I may have strife right now, depending. I'm trying
Okay.
to see if I have any
No,
advantages or anything. before I roll.
my bond with you and the opportunity I've been keeping have been keeping me from getting too much
Okay.
strife.
So
It was
What Sora's at?
meditation.
if you
Meditation.
fail,
For me, I'm at 0.
Okay, I still have 1 at the moment, so I'm just asking because I could use my opportunity to let one of you remove 2 if you have it.
if you failed, and this is not poison,
Oh,
Naren
crap.
can't, re-roll things for this. If you failed, you can do one of two things. You can either take the afflicted trait, or if you have something on you that is holy or celestial, or what's it called?
Sanctified.
Like
Sacred.
Sanctified.
Sacred.
If you have something on you that is
Yeah, I think it is sacred.
sacred, yes, sacred, you can, I think, remove the sacred quality from it.
Could be.
Oh, no, that item becomes damaged. It remains the sacred, but it becomes damaged. So one of your items that is sacred can become damaged, or you can become afflicted.
What does
Everybody who eats it also loses 1 point of strife, because it is delicious.
Oh, I failed.
I succeeded.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Jade is sacred. So if you have jade, you can damage a piece of your jade finger. That's what they're there for.
I just want to know what it does. I'm trying to look up the condition. 271.
I'm so glad Daisuke was able to excuse himself from the dinner.
Oh gosh, that seems
He's
bad.
like, I don't have to make any choices.
Oh no, I made some choices. Smart choices.
Okay,
Preventative.
I guess my jade. If the jade is damaged, does it still have one more use before it breaks?
Yes. It's because it's still sacred.
Okay. Then
It's damaged
Naurin's-
and then destroyed.
Naurin's jade gets damaged, and she would probably notice pretty quickly because she's checking it repeatedly.
I noticed you because you said that earlier. I'm checking my jade
yeah.
religiously.
She's paranoid. That's like I have an advantage because she's paranoid.
All right, the next course comes out.
I'll put damage on both of mine so that you don't...
Takawazi, the simmered
Thanks.
dish. Let me see what this is. Okay. Everybody gets a new soup bowl.
You failed yours too.
In it, there is a muddied broth with, it appears to be cooked vegetables inside. This broth has a very sweet and meaty smell.
You know what I'm doing?
Me too. Sucking it down.
Moshisaur's just like, I eat everything.
I can purify it with my internal fire.
All right, that's the
Hey,
labor
I've
roll.
got jade. And I am assuming that you didn't mean muddy, you meant cloudy.
It is cloudy, but it's also like got a like a brownish, almost reddish color to it.
It doesn't smell like dirt.
No, doesn't smell like dirt. It's got a very meaty smell.
Naurin will use the bond to tell Kuranagi. Will use their bond to tell Kuranagi. I only have a few words. Okay, I'm actually gonna think about that, and I'll come back to you on that one.
Young So, goes ahead, uses chopsticks to eat some of the veggies out.
Okay.
Well, then, after getting a taste of the broth that way,
I guess the words that she will use is they are tainting us with the food. That's 7 words.
Kuronagi will look at you.
And she will play with her damaged piece of jade.
You probably don't want to show that openly in front of the blood speakers because they'll know exactly what you're doing with that.
I mean, I didn't know that jade was concealable.
Yeah, I had said that I concealed it on my person.
It's a finger. It's like a little amulet kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
I figured
not
that we would
concealable. I mean,
you
Okay.
can tuck it into your obi and nobody would see it.
it doesn't
Well,
have
then
the
she'll be like-
concealable trait, but
It doesn't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, she can feel it through her. Like, I guess she's wearing her kimono off the shoulder, so she can't conceal hers if she's wearing it around her neck. It's
Well,
just
you don't
you
need
still
to
have your
wear it
chest
around your
straps.
neck.
It could be right in there.
right in between the boobs.
so
Yeah.
yeah, a finger of jade doesn't have the concealable trait, but I think that's because they reserve the concealable trait for something that
For
people would
specific
consider
items.
dangerous, that you
Fair
wouldn't
enough.
want to be found.
I mean,
Okay.
like, our money doesn't have the concealable trait.
Exactly.
Okay, well, then I guess because I didn't consider that it would probably be worn around the neck and my outfit that I said I was wearing, so it'd probably be in her pocket. So I guess she's
Sure.
not, like, showing it anyways.
As long as
Because
it's
then I'd
on
have to
you.
whip it out and pull it out of my pocket and be like, hey, look.
But
It's a bit much.
but Kuronagi will respond to you, giving you a look of I am not eating this. Or yeah, I don't think I could be more specific than that.
So, Tarek, you sent me a message, and I need to ask you details. I'm
Bowls
not
of
sure
soup
how
you usually
you-
drink by bringing up to your face and slurping, or like picking up a ladle spoon and like bringing it up your face.
But
and slurping that
then
way.
you just put it down, and the bowl's still like there's nothing disturbed in the bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm obviously going to like try to make it seem like I took a taste of it, and it did not agree with me, and now I'm
Sure,
putting it down
sure,
to move
sure.
forward.
The one,
Like
the
a polite.
only,
I tried it. It's not for me.
Is
Putting it back.
anybody
Yeah,
else
no.
not eating this dish?
Naurin's not eating it either. She's gonna do the same thing. But isn't the one weird thing I know about, like, I think Japanese culture is that isn't it impolite to finish your food in Japanese culture? Like, in America, you're supposed to eat everything that you are served. But I'm pretty sure that in Japanese culture, it's actually impolite to do so.
I mean,
Is that true?
yes and no. I mean, if it's a big meal, then kind of yeah. But this is like little bits and pieces here, and
Okay.
yeah, it's not impolite to leave food on the table. So it's not impolite to do that.
And I would
Well,
think in
and Naurin's
Rokuzan
gonna
it
do
might
the
vary
same
from
thing
clan to
as-
clan. Like, since the unicorn
said-
are based on Mongolian, you eat everything.
That said, James and Crystal, your characters, Youngso and Sora, will lose a point of strife as you are eating pork blood soup with mixed vegetables. It is not tainted. It's just made with blood.
Which is actually something the unicorn do anyway.
Yeah, to you,
Just
James,
the right kind of
this
blood.
this is pretty tasty and par for the course. It might be something new to Moshisora's palate.
Probably.
Probably
it's
also
not,
new to a scorpion palate, to be honest.
It's not something that is traditionally Rokugani.
Yeah, exactly.
But that said,
Um,
you're far from traditional place in Rokugan. And it
Yeah.
feels like these people are doing the best they can with what they have. It is maybe a different culture, a different taste.
will
That
say this
said,
is-
for a scorpion, they didn't eat any, and they don't get to know.
Except for
I
the
know
look
what it
of
is.
pure enjoyment on Youngso's face going, takes the piece of snap pea, puts it in his mouth, goes, ooh, and just...
I mean,
I
that's valid because Youngso probably doesn't even realize that some of us almost got tainted. So-
I realize what it is because I made the check. Kuronagi just is like, this is gross. I don't want to be impolite, but this is not food that I
You
would
also thought booze was gross.
Yeah.
The horse meat
Kuronagi has a
dumplings,
very
so-
particular taste. She has a refined, very restricted.
Kuronagi just told Naren that
sense of
she's not
flavor.
eating it, and Naren is not thinking that Kuranagi's being a picky eater. She's thinking, oh, my friend's looking out for me. But no.
Yeah, I'm looking out for you. You don't want to eat gross stuff.
Oh my god.
Also, Corey, the way you said
halfway through my
you know,
bowl, I'll look up and go, is this boar or domestic?
These are hunted in Cinnamon Forest.
I thought I could detect that.
I'm
This
so
is quite
happy you
tasty.
enjoyed it. We were very apprehensive. The chef is very apprehensive about this one.
Oh, this is kind of similar to a dish that is widely popular in Unicorn. We use horse blood instead of pig, but it is very similar.
Matt, you had something to say?
yeah, like just the way you said smugly. Oh, they will never know how it tastes like. I came across like a quick little article about a man who dunked his arm into magma, and people asked, "What does it feel like?" And he just smugly says,
I'll never tell
"That's for
you.
me to know." And I'm just like,
That man that
okay,
intrusive thoughts win.
yeah.
He's like, I bet it's squishy down there.
You think it would feel like really hot Play-Doh?
Squishy and warm.
So
Stop
she'll reply. I don't think we're. A horse seems like a bridge too far for us out here. Quite.
You don't really have the terrain for raising them properly. But boar is obviously a very good second choice.
The next dish comes out. Second soup
Lather
course.
those compliments.
Black
Second to what?
noodles with pieces of mushroom mixed in.
And what was that
Black-
first part?
Black noodles.
You said second to something. I couldn't.
Soup.
Second to last?
This is called the Futamono course. It's basically considered the second soup course.
It's probably
Oh,
a
second
soba.
soup. Okay.
Is it cold?
Second soup.
A cold dish or hot dish?
It's a hot dish.
It's hot soba then, probably.
It's hot soba. That's exactly right. I'm just gonna give it to you because these are soba noodles. These are black
I know
soba
that.
noodles with mushrooms.
So probably Squid Ink is involved in the making of the soba noodles.
This
You
feels
hope.
much more traditional. I'm still going to check out what the ingredient list is so I know whether Kuranagi's going to enjoy it or not.
Everything has
So looking forward to
strife.
these. Oh, you were on the.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was
don't
on the
actually-
opportunity and then it rolled over.
I don't actually think soba's made with squid ink. I think it's just made of a noodle that, like a wheat that's
Yeah,
black,
one on
like
that one.
buckwheat.
Buckwheat soba is actually more of a brownish.
Brown.
I've actually eaten it in real life. Squid Ink soba is black.
They have that too? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was not aware of that.
So
I just know
it's-
buckwheat because it's a traditional Ukrainian food.
The Squid Ink soba is
Not the
actually
soba, but the buckwheat.
like from
They-
pre-Edo period.
They also made
That traditional Japanese.
you're killing me,
charcoal.
James.
buckwheat.
Oh my god! Don't say that ever again.
What did he just say? Never mind.
Edo is
Edo.
like the beginning of
Oh.
more of the modern stuff. Anything else is
Oh, he said
more
Edo?
traditional and
James, repeat after me. Edo.
oh, sorry for the mispronunciation.
Sorry, did you say Edo?
It crawled up my spine.
You just got a strife in real life.
You got the Edo noodles, okay? Corey, you got to Edo
The noodle.
You gotta eat all the noodles.
Of course, the one in Texas gets that accent going.
Edo.
It's not natural to me
Y'all,
either.
y'all.
Yeah. Tarek, dried noodles, rehydrated here. Mushrooms probably picked from the forest.
I have a
Mushroom umami broth. Not a
Is
lot
this
of
the
broth,
first time
very
we've eaten
little.
mushrooms, Corey?
Huh?
No, this is not the first time we've eaten
This is not the
mushrooms.
first time we've eaten mushrooms this course, right?
There was mushrooms in the first course, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
And
I was
the,
wondering if you were about to try to do
tofu-
something tricksy here, but probably not.
The tofu in the bottom of the bowl broth one had mushroom in there. It was chicken and mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will eat it.
All right.
Um,
Everybody who eats it loses a point of strife and doesn't have to roll anything.
could I make a courtesy roll to see if they hold with the unicorn tradition of if you're really enjoying noodles, you slurp loudly so the chef can hear your enjoyment?
Sure, you don't have to even have to make a roll for that.
You
Just
can
listen
just
to what other
see
people are
Do
doing.
here.
that. It's a really good meal. All things considered, y'all are having a great time.
Naren is stressed.
And then by the end of the dinner, lose 30 points of honor.
And
Now-
Youngso
now,
is
Narek-
already on his second bottle of sake and doesn't look inebriated at all.
Naren is like hurriedly taste testing everything in hopes that if anything is poisoned, she'll notice before everyone's done with their food.
Like, you've been served death caps.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
She's
Spaces
very
merging
stressed right now.
together.
A much
Everything
larger
on the walls
plate
is
comes out.
melting.
This looks like your last big thing to eat. And some of you might be getting a little full at this time. But there's a big old piece of sliced meat in front of you. I mean, you'll have a couple slices of a much larger something that was alive.
Was this 6, 1, 2?
Generally, the things people eat were alive at some point.
This is our
It's-
fifth.
I eat rocks.
This'll be our
I don't know what
sixth.
you're talking about.
It smells
Minerals only for me.
It smells of sauce and vinegar and alcohol.
Oh,
meat?
It smells like alcohol?
Yes.
Naren will abstain from eating it. She doesn't like alcohol.
Like the smell of alcohol.
Yeah, she don't like the smell. So she sniffs it and kind of wrinkles her nose a little bit. Can't help it, and doesn't partake.
Yeah, in fact, I would say that Youngso's second bottle of sake was snagged off of Naorin's table. Just as soon as it was set there, he just went, I know you don't want this.
Yep, I don't even. Youngsa doesn't even ask. He just
See,
grabs
he
it.
literally just said, I know you don't want this.
And what kind of peppers?
And even though he's small stature, he can drink a crab under the table.
There's a crab under the table. What are they doing under there?
Who does not eat this?
Well, they got into a drinking contest with Youngso, and now they're sleeping it off.
Naren doesn't eat the.
Naren doesn't eat it.
Naren does not eat it. Anybody else?
I will eat it.
All right. You get a fatty piece of duck that has been simmered in mirin and sake, and it has some what kind of peppers?
Chashu peppers?
Sashu peppers?
Chashu?
Chashu.
Chashu?
I don't know.
Is
I
that
came
a
up
thing?
with this a couple weeks ago,
Cha.
and I think I got the
Chashu.
peppers wrong.
Yeah, like I know chashu is
Chashu,
is a
chashu.
thing.
Chashu is different.
Oh,
Chashu is
like-
a type of pork.
Like
No,
chashu
chashu's
sea
pepper.
pork, but done with duck instead. Ooh, that's interesting.
No, not charshu. Sashu.
Sashu.
That's what I said, but there was a little bit of other noise happening.
Maybe I'm gonna look up what I'm trying to find here. Oh, did I mean
Sancho
shishito?
peppers?
Is it
Shishito? I like
Shishito
shishitos.
or-
Sancho?
Tasty.
Sancho.
Sancho.
Shoshu?
That's what it is.
Oh.
Sancho peppers.
I don't know them.
Sancho peppers.
Ah.
Sancho
They're like
peppers.
Szechuan peppers.
Peppery leaves used for spice or flavoring.
Yeah, they're like
Sancho
they're like,
Confusing
peppers.
all of us
they're like
here.
Szechuan peppers. That's what he wrote. He wrote
Sancho?
Sashu peppers. I was just reading off of the
Sanshu.
paper that you gave me.
Sanshu. I left out the N.
Sanshu.
Sorry.
I wasn't talking to you, Tarek. I was talking to Corey.
Oh,
He
I
was
thought you
confusing
said,
all of us.
I thought you said
I
Tarek.
was confusing
No.
myself.
I know.
Sanshu peppers. So yeah, it's peppery, it's vinegary, it's got that kind of alcohol taste from being simmered in it, and it's fatty and it's lovely. It's duck.
Yeah.
Tarek wouldn't like that in real life, but I'm sure Kuranagi does.
Actually, I
And
would
then
like it in real
You
life.
hate vinegar. You always complain that something tastes
Well, yeah,
vinegary.
if it's super vinegary, then I probably would.
And you can lose a point of strife from consuming it.
But the acidity mixed with the fattiness of a duck would probably taste good.
The next is the Gohan.
White rice.
Yeah. The next is a bowl of rice. And it's obvious right on top of it, bamboo shoots and lotus root. Some sesame seeds.
This is where you're gonna be like, but the water was the rice was boiled in.
No, it would be the lotus, if anything, because all of this had to be cooked in water, but lotuses grow in bodies of water.
Exactly.
So if anything was going to give us the thing, it would be the lotus.
So, do you eat it? Do you eat some of it, but not other parts of it? Like, what's going through your heads, guys? What's going on here?
I feel like Kuranagi would probably eat the rice, but leave the adornments off.
Youngso's never
Mostly
been a
as like
fan
a
of lotus
palate.
root to begin with, so that's the part he would leave behind, but he'd eat everything else.
I think as soon as Naurin becomes worried that anything in this bowl could taint her, she's not touching it because of the same reason, the paranoia.
Okay.
and the aversion to being poisoned.
James did not eat the lotus. Tarek, you just ate the rice.
Just
Or
ate the rice.
Kuranagi did.
Kuranagi did.
So that means only Crystal has to make a TN3 Earth meditation roll.
Are you
TN3.
proud of me that I caught on this time, Corey? It was the lotus, wasn't it?
I was gonna
The
say
lotus,
Kuranagi
yeah.
wasn't gonna eat any of it, but she didn't eat the pork soup, so I'm like, she's probably still a
Earth
little
again?
hungry. So
Earth,
the
yes.
rice is a good filler.
And
It's been void
Kuranagi
if
would
you need
notice
to.
that with Youngso, it's not
you're
a concern
good.
about
Thank you.
being tainted or anything.
good
He
at
just doesn't like
meditation.
lotus root.
Okay.
Nice successes there.
Crystal, since you ate the entire thing, you're going to lose a point of strife. Everybody else can kick rocks.
I was already at
I
only
eat
one
those
strife
rocks.
when we
My
started
rocks.
the meal.
I eat those rocks.
I had just put those rocks in a nice formation.
Hey, the pork blood soup already brought me to 0 strife anyway, so whatever. You can't go into negatives on strife.
So you've been running on empty for a while now.
I would hope that some of this food would reduce fatigue, but only strife. it seems.
Right? Of course it's only strife.
For Asian food, I would actually be like, yeah, that might be a thing, because like turmeric
I
and
don't know.
all, like
A lot
the
of
spices.
medicinal.
That's what I'm saying. They
reduce
with
fatigue
the
would
amount
make
of
sense,
spices
too.
and like ingredients they use that are like inherently anti-inflammatory and like digestive aids, I can see it reducing fatigue as
Exactly.
well as strife. There's an argument to be made there.
I kind of thought that some of them would reduce fatigue and some of them would be reducing strife, depending on which ones we ate.
It's an interesting
That's-
idea, maybe
yeah.
one that Corey hadn't considered before.
I did not consider that at all, no.
Perhaps for the final version.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at the Mizugashi. What is I don't think I wrote down a Mizugashi, did I?
Oh, and you
that
know,
the
I
final
really don't
dessert?
think that you can cook out the taint.
For final course.
So this is I don't think taint cooks out. Yeah, that's a good this is the sweet at the end of the meal. This is the dessert course.
Oh god.
And
This Naurin resist.
yes, Naren must eat it.
Yeah, now in like sweet.
It's gonna be like the most obviously
Either eat
tainted
it or
thing in the
take
entire
3
meal, and now he's
strife.
gonna be sitting there sweating bullets. Like,
Oh, it smells so good. boiled sweets, like syrupy fruit.
So, everybody gets a piece of something. It looks kind of jiggly, but it looks green like matcha. And the chef will come by, and there's a little cup next to it, and he instructs everybody to pour the contents of that cup over it before consuming.
I just gotta ask, does Naren have any idea what this is? Because she's like a sweets connoisseur.
Oh, it looks like it's dessert. Definitely.
It's very helpful.
Like a mochi flan.
Can I roll something to identify this? I would actually like
You
to
can
roll
make
it.
a label
I mean,
check.
matcha
Sure.
flan.
Or a culture check. I'll allow
I'll take
culture
culture
TN2. Let me reduce the TN here. TN2. Everybody's gaining strife, trying to figure out what the food is instead of just eating it.
Okay. Well,
After pouring, I do sniff the little cup just to see
It
if I can
smells like flowers.
And Daisuke is just sitting in the room with
Interesting.
his stomach growling. It's like, I can manage.
Don't worry, I'll bring you leftover
Can I-
pork blood soup.
can I spend my opportunity to notice something missing or out of place in the vicinity that is not directly related to the task?
Sure. You notice that there are also some of the wizards and witches that did not eat all of the stuff.
What did they not eat? Did they avoid the things that would make them more tainted, like the lotus and the sushi?
No, it was all
Or
different.
it just turns out
depending
that
on their
you're in a
taste,
room full of
apparently.
picky eaters.
What was that, Corey?
It doesn't seem like that. It seems more like they either stopped eating because they couldn't
They
eat
were full.
anymore, or they stopped eating because they didn't. It may not have agreed with them.
Okay.
They
But they didn't like
sushi.
specifically leave those dishes behind in
It doesn't
any.
seem.
It doesn't look like
it.
everyone skipped the same thing.
So there are some people who did eat those and their bowls are empty or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So, like I was trying to say, a room full of picky eaters.
Kuronagi, yeah, this
Well,
is
when you're eating like 10 things, there's bound to be something you don't like.
this is a kind of like a matcha flan with an essence of like edible flour, kind of like elderflower and such that you pour over it. That
Okay.
gives it a strong kind of floral, maybe a rose.
I was thinking rose. Rose is a very
Yeah.
desserty thing.
So is violets. And there are edible versions of those.
Oh, that would be pretty. A piece of green custard with purple sauce.
Okay. Who does not eat
I will
it?
say, I'm slightly disappointed that there wasn't like a goblin leg meat dish that was housed in a shell of a crab leg that is actually a leg of a crab person.
You might want to ask that, like, with the other people, like, why wasn't there? Like, what's going on here? What is up with this dinner?
You have a very odd amount of resources for a variety of foods in this weird, cursed place. That isn't Goblin or Shadowlands.
Young
Or
Show may have
Naga.
already
Just
made the
meals we
comment
offer to our
about it
initiates.
with they imported the sake.
They're like,
They
oh,
have
we
the means to
actually
make their
raided
own
the
here, but
closest
they imported it."
village. We actually raided the closest village outside the forest. We killed everybody. We took all their crops and their animals specifically to make you this dinner.
Good.
It's like, this is the meals we give to our initiates.
I
We have to build up their tolerance.
You put your nose up to what you just said, but really, that's standard samurai practice.
Yeah, as is. Yeah.
Just going back in history.
It's like, this is the meals we give to our initiates. We have to build up their tolerance.
Just going back in history.
It's like, this is the meals we give to our initiates. We have to build up their tolerance.
Yeah. kind of just what they do in winter. Okay.
So yeah, this is a matcha flan with a floral essence to be poured over it.
But they bad people, Corey.
If you
They
eat
bad.
it, you lose a strife.
What?
I will, yeah, I
At
will
the
eat it.
conclusion of the meal, everybody loses 3 fatigue.
Yay.
Awesome.
As you have enjoyed a, what's it called? A kaiseki.
Fancy multi-course meal.
A fancy multi-course meal. The Sage of Blood thanks you all for joining her for this meal. She hopes that you enjoyed it. She hopes that makes you... she hopes that you will talk to her tomorrow about what she is offering and what hopefully you can bring to her.
So she tells us that she has a proposition, but she doesn't elaborate on what it is yet, and says that we will speak about it tomorrow, basically.
Exactly. You know, like you do in courts in Japan and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. This was
I'm
here.
just checking.
This
that I
was
understood
here
correctly.
to like try this. This, if it was a normal court, a meal like this would be here to impress you and to make you want
Impressed
to stay.
that they are valuable
They are
allies to have,
Cultured and sophisticated and
Yeah.
and they want to treat you
treat
well,
you. Yeah, they want to be hospitable and
so
all
that
those
you know
things.
that they are good allies.
Trustworthy.
And I'm pretty sure that the one dish with the blood soup was specifically aimed at Young So for impressing him, because it's very similar to a unicorn dish.
You are taken back to your rooms where Doji Daisuke is waiting, eating rations with with Kitsu-san.
And also probably
now
cleaning
run
up his
requests-
armor as well, making sure that it's in tip-top condition.
If any of the others there didn't finish their sake, Young So would have grabbed a couple of those on the way back and refilled up a bottle and brought it with.
I was going to ask if Naurin could request one of the sweets
Daisuke needs sake,
to be delivered to
and he can
Daisuke.
share this with me.
Thank you.
I will have had one drink of sake, one glass of sake throughout the meal.
There was
And
sake,
brought-
but there was also tea to be had. There was sencha.
Yeah, I
green
would have
tea.
probably drank tea.
Yeah.
I will drink moderately of sake.
And Young So will drink heavily.
And yet not get drunk. At least not until back in the room. With the
When you
final bottle,
finally
that
let
he'll
it
finally
hit.
go, okay, now I'm relaxed.
The water that they
But-
cooked these stuff in seemed fresh. You don't know where they got the fresh water from, considering where they live.
Just like the bath water we had.
I'm sure it rains here.
But
Maybe.
the water cycle, Crystal, that rain would still be tainted. Probably. Like, it would probably still be like blood rain, considering
But-
where it's coming from.
Yet
Maybe
you
not
know-
as high in
No,
concentration,
we
but
saw the waterfall coming down. That's not that far from here. They could have just gone and got it from there.
true.
The magic
But
river.
precipitation in the modern days, like,
There is
dirty
a
and
magic river
awful.
nearby, and you do know that, like, just to remind you, you do know that there is blood flowing underneath the floorboards wherever you go.
I'm now convinced that there's like a giant purple troll or something that they keep under the floorboards and they make him drink all the blood water and then it like filters out, like goes in through one ear all bloody, comes out the other crystal clear somehow.
Yes, his
They got like a
name-
magic troll water conversion machine.
this is-
Magic troll water conversion. Oh, the troll drinks
name-
all the water and pees out fresh water.
His name
See, I didn't want to go there, which
His-
is why I made it
Spleen
less
the
believable.
troll.
his name is reverse osmosis.
reverse osmosis, yeah, kidney.
But he
I'm
goes by
kidney.
Britta.
He's in various stages of kidney failure.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Whenever that one dies, they just get a new purple magic troll.
He's definitely experiencing some form of renal failure.
Y'all are back. Y'all can discuss things. Make plans.
One thing I have to say about this whole thing is they really taking this whole thing very serious, considering the food was sourced from somewhere. It wasn't like they were feeding us goblin meat or like mud crabs from the swamp, which I half expected.
So they do have a refined palate.
And their chef seemed to be rather skilled.
Oh yes, everything was delicious.
Naren just like
time I
shoves
ate that well was at the wedding.
I give both of y'all a look and then give a look over to like just my eyes over to Daisuke, like, come on guys. It wasn't that good, right?
Daisuke's eyes are half lit. It's like, oh, you're just teasing me, aren't you? Like, he doesn't express it, but like that's what his face is like kind of giving off.
No, Kuronagi is genuinely trying to be like, don't rub it in, guys.
Well, Naren like shoves like a spare dessert into why am I forgetting your character's name? Into Daisuke's hands, and then goes and like puts her ear down to the floorboards again.
Thank you, Naren.
What do you think we should do?
I
Choke on it.
brought a bowl of the blood soup for you.
Oh, don't worry, I did.
Oh,
Would
good.
you like some soup, Doji-san?
Oh, you brought leftovers.
I was full to the brim, so I couldn't finish it.
It's excellent. It's based on
She
a
didn't wanna
unicorn
eat it.
recipe.
I'm sure it would be quite filling, and it's still a little warm.
They fed us tainted fish, Naren says, like very clearly
Eel.
upset.
Tainted eel.
Does that make it better?
Well, I mean, I don't know that an eel is a fish. I think it's some kind of lizard.
She pulls out her like
I think
finger
it's a fish. It lives in the water.
I thought it was a water snake.
Yeah, a water lizard, right?
Sasha, don't you
doesn't have
love it when
limbs,
they
so
like
it's
focus
snake.
on the wrong thing?
I know. I'm like, they were literally trying to poison us in the meal with food that they knew was tainted.
What really is a fish, though?
Doesn't
Is it
have
a fish
gills.
or
There's
is it more
breathe
like a
through
water worm? And Naren's over here like, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna go talk to the water running under the floor.
The
It'll
fish
listen
was
to me
poisoned.
more.
Is that really a fish? I don't know. Well, I ate it. It was delicious.
Daisuke's like listening to that part of the conversation. I was like, eels have gills. They're obviously fish of a sort. Good lord.
Well, either way, they were from the blood swamp, so they were definitely tainted. And I think
Shouldn't everything be
I
from
feel
the blood
fine.
swamp? Where exactly did they source all of this
I think
food?
they might have gotten some of this food from local sources and some of it from somewhere. Maybe the Ratlings or the Naga are traders and brought it here, or maybe they attacked one of the other sages and took it from them. I don't have a feeling that the other sages get along well across their borders.
The people here do come from all over, so I don't see why they wouldn't have connections to do trade.
Back to their homes. That's a fair point. Maybe they're supposed to bring stuff with them when they come join them, like pilgrimages.
Our host
Cult.
is very ambitious.
Yes, I got that impression as well.
Is there like a Japanese version of like a dowry?
Yeah, a wedding dowry.
Yeah, like what is it called? Because a dowry is like the European term for it.
I don't. I'm sure a Japanese word for it, but I don't know it.
Well, they got to do that. Like to be initiated, you got to bring 3 pigs with you, so that we can feed the stray samurai.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they only ate like this once every like blue moon when the samurai showed up?
Yeah.
Back to goblin meat for the next.
I feel
week.
like if that was the case, there wouldn't have been empty dishes on the table
Yeah, that's true.
from the other people.
I really
this was,
don't
like,
think
that
they would
rare.
eat goblin. Would anybody eat goblin?
The
If you're
crab.
desperate enough.
I mean,
I don't know that they have a lot of qualms about.
I
what
mean,
they
I'm
put in
pretty
their
sure that
mouths.
a lot of crab have probably eaten goblin and other tainted meat
Just
before.
earlier, a
Out of
dude took a
desperation?
shit behind our camp and conjured a poop monster. I don't know that they have the most qualms about like cleanliness or
He
like,
did conjure a poop monster.
he conjured a poop monster.
But to be fair to him,
From his own poop.
it might have been a shit.
Immediately.
It might have been a shit emergency. So
I thought we agreed never to speak about that.
Not in character.
Okay. So this is out of character.
Well,
I don't know that Kuronagi would ever use the words shit emergency.
it's probably not in her vocab. Yeah.
well, it's one thing to summon something and another to eat it.
You can make your monster and eat it too.
Regardless of the meal and the insidiousness behind it, we do find ourselves at a crossroad. The woman who we met in the library obviously had information for us, and if we wish to track down that information, we need to decide to do that sooner rather than later, before it has a chance to be swept under the rug.
That was a
Yes,
few games.
we
That was a
should-
few weeks ago. What happened with that? Did she tell us to
We
meet
should
her? or
probably-
something?
No, she told us
Take
to
a
go
trip
look for
down the
more information
stairs.
in one of the stairwells would lead to information that we would really like to know. And
And
there
we
was
have
something
that
else
map.
too, but I don't remember the other part of it. The
Um,
underground labyrinth.
should-
There's
She gave us
the
a
entrance
map,
Should I show
to
up
a
the map?
labyrinth that would lead us to the heart.
here you go. I'm going to show it to all of you if James's character pulls it out. Okay, I can show it to everybody. Show to players, and I'll put it on the screen for our viewers if they can read that. So
Yeah,
on
the
one
blood
side,
thing.
there's some passages that have been written out, and on the other, there is a map. The first passage reads, "The wise sage then kept her trust of her followers within the vault, ensuring their loyalty to her. Her own trust is unknown, and speculation will bring death. The sage is crafty and uses fear and the unknown to her advantage. As Akoto postulates, you must not only understand her, but think beyond her if one has any hope in this tower. But such tasks are as impossible as holding back the sun from rising. But with enough blood, perhaps even this task is within her grasp. Would a forest of blood be enough power to hold a god within the palm of your hand?" The second passage reads, "Obtaining the Tower of Blood, used by Maho Tsukai in the past, including the great Ichiban, who has hid his heart in a secret labyrinth below this tomb, before his tomb was finished, in which the great sage repurposed the blood maze to keep the carapace cutter, the same knife which was used to tear apart Akuma. 5 is the special number that will reveal the prize. A sacrifice of blood is necessary to continue if mistakes are made. But then the number will change to a value no one can guess. Beware the sanguine slime. Make an offering to it as well to sate it for a time before it moves again."
So that's a lot to unpack. There's a lot of details in there
Yeah.
that will be important for us to use to traverse the
And then-
underground.
There's this map. Blood Dungeon.
Leo,
Circles
off the
with
table.
little
Off the
lines.
table.
I have no idea how to read.
I think they're pathways to each other, but I'm not sure. Or you have to like maybe it's an alignment puzzle.
Unless those are supposed to be electrons. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
There's at
They
least
learn
two
where the valence
instances
pulls.
Nope.
where there is no arrow pointing off, pointing at another arrow. So, yeah.
Perhaps things will become clear when we come to it.
Okay.
So do we plan to go in search of this?
Do we go in our totality, or do we need to leave a few behind in the rooms to convince them that we're remaining in the guest rooms?
5 is the special number. There are 5 of us. I think we should all go.
And
Well,
what
there
of
are
him?
6 of us technically.
He is baggage.
So looking over at Satoru.
Mhm.
Satoru isn't a person.
He's luggage.
We did not buy you a seat. You will fit in the overhead compartment.
No. You can't
No,
fit in the
he
overhead
has to
compartment. That's
sit
where our
under the
carry-on
seat
go.
in front of you.
Exactly. We're sliding him under the seat in front of us.
We're putting the little jacket on him that says service animal.
We're just talking about whether Satoru counts as a person or not.
Probably not.
Or if he's a carry-on.
He's like a goblin at best.
Is he a
really.
carry-on that gets into the overhead compartment, or is he put underneath the seat in front of us?
Don't worry,
Trying to
I learned
figure
the
out.
art of folding clothes while people are still inside them.
Satoru is like that like class pet that's like a really weird animal that you're forced to take care of for a week when it's like your turn, like a rat maybe, or like a frog. And you like try
Neither
to
of
keep
those
it
are
in its
weird.
tank, but it keeps trying to escape.
But
I just have one
also,
Appropriate.
is that
It has
a
that, like,
thing
slow
for
blink
real?
that, you
a
know,
class
Is
pet?
that a,
Yeah, class pets.
is
They're
it
a thing.
gay frog?
It's not just that movie on Netflix with Adam Sandler, I think.
No, it's a real thing. It's a real phenomenon culturally. I don't
I
quite
never
get it,
had a
but-
class pet, but it might be a more modern thing.
Well, you have one now. It's Satoru.
I don't
I'm getting
think
to
we
have
count as
my
a
experience
class.
of class pets now.
Feed him, water him, clean out his cage. Don't let him die on your watch.
You heard that, Daisuke? A lot of responsibility.
And also, if he bites and you flick him, no one will know.
So we all go together, or do I remain in the guest room with him?
I think we all go
You
together.
shouldn't be you shouldn't be confined to this room.
My
all night.
concern is that she wants to meet tomorrow morning. It is now evening, and if we are going to go and traverse this place, we will need to not only be able to do so in a reasonable amount of time, so that we are back in time before anyone has any reason to suspect us of having left, but also with enough energy to be able to handle whatever comes next in the morning.
Don't you have your pills?
Hey, listen, they're my methamphetamines.
I think I brought some too.
I was just thinking,
Youngso just looks at Kuranagi and goes, "It wouldn't be the first full overnighter we've pulled."
I was thinking,
I have
too
3.
bad I couldn't
so-
get some of those fancy pills.
Fancy methamphetamines.
I have 3. So if Kuranagi is willing to use one of her own, I could or 2 of her own, then we could do it.
Also,
many
quick
do I have?
question, Corey. So, any updates on my Wakizashi that's being repaired? Did a servant deliver it back to me?
It's the same
while
night.
They were... Same night. Okay.
It's the same day.
So, same day. Okay.
I have 7, so I guess I can give some out.
I guess. Never heard of.
Well, Daisuke's not suffering from any fatigue right now, but he'll take it when he
Yeah, but
is like.
Sleepy Boy Johnson in your hands might.
So, are y'all heading down into the depths, or what are you doing with Satoru?
That's what I was just gonna say. What are we doing with him?
That's my point.
Tie him to the bed and tuck him in. Let him sleep.
Beds are like mats, futons on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know that that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Tying
tie
him to
him
the
to the
bed is
futon.
actually wrapping the mattress around him and tying
Yeah, I
it
was gonna say you can tie him to the futon, but he can still get around after that. They're not that heavy.
I've got
him
a
into
brain worm that I
burrito.
might understand what the weird map is, so I have Procreate open right now and I'm trying to draw and see if I'm correct. But I probably am not.
It's just a fancy deconstructed picture of a butt.
Is it a butt?
I'm wondering if this is like some sort of puzzle where you have to figure out which one to start in so that you can cross through multiples. So I'm trying to trace lines through them. But I the more I progress through this, the more I think that's probably not it. I don't think there's any of these which you can start in where you could get through all of them, no matter which one you pick.
So, how are you securing Satoru?
We could lock him in an armoire.
If y'all want to go, Naurin can stay behind and watch Satoru.
Put him in a cage.
They would rather not leave him behind.
Yeah, I'd rather.
I think that's my point.
much as I don't
I
like
think the
splitting
only
the group.
reasonable path forward is to take him with us.
Yeah, we either have to take him with us, or
But
someone
he's
has to
gonna
stay
be
behind.
freaked out going with us down there because he can't defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we don't know what might be there.
We have
It
to
could be
defend him.
dangerous.
we know for sure that there's a blood slime down there and potentially more.
If we're going in the dungeons, he has to come with us. It's not like one of us can stay behind and like not go there.
Actually,
If
you
we're
see
just going
Hayate,
down-
like a pop out of the shadows. I'll watch over him, and then he just slinks back into the shadows.
If we're just going downstairs to look at whatever the lady said, then perhaps we can just do that.
Downstairs to go look at whatever the lady said is
Is
one
that
thing.
in the dungeon?
The dungeon is another. That's what I'm saying. We have to decide what we're gonna do. Are we gonna go do the dungeon and the other thing?
Why don't we just go do what she suggested for now, and then we can make a plan from there, depending on what we find down there.
Okay, do we all want to go try to traipse our way across the castle into the dungeon? Because that's probably going to take some sneaking.
I think we should be prepared to go to the dungeon as well.
All right, I'll get my armor on.
Okay.
Clunk,
It's
clunk,
going to make
clunk,
it
clunk, clunk,
pretty
clunk.
difficult to sneak.
We could probably just take our armor with us and then put it on in the dungeon instead of trying to traipse through the castle with our armor on. It's a little less
suspiciously.
Still kind of
One
weird
that's
if we're
gonna
caught with our bags, but less weird than if we're caught in full armor walking through the castle.
One of the servants goes, "My Doji-san, you're looking a little packed today, with all my other gear underneath my kimono. Yes, I stuffed myself on rations."
We lost James.
Uh-oh.
Don't know what happened to him.
Thunderstruck.
Well, I guess this isn't the worst time for that to happen. It
Um,
has been 2 hours.
Can y'all see the map?
I can see
Everything's
myself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you need
ourselves.
light.
Yeah, I see my token. Nothing else.
Of course not. Yeah, so you go down.
God.
You make your way down there, and it's dark. It's very very dark.
I can see in the dark.
So
I take out my goggles
Tara,
of night.
you can see, right? You got that black and white.
I don't have anything black and white.
Oh, hold on. You can't. Let me.
My vision range is a 0. If I put it to 1,000, I should be fine.
Give me
Okay,
a
so
second here.
James just messaged that he's having connection issues due to a storm, so I kind of guessed right.
All right. Well, I guess we'll end here.
This is a good place to end
This,
anyway.
this is a good place to call it. Thank you guys. 2XP game. Yeah. I gave out glory and honor as y'all were going, so don't have to do anything about that. Thank all of you guys for watching out there as a live stream, as a recorded stream. Reach out to me, join Discord, all that stuff. From Crystal, Tarek, Matt, Sasha, James, now returned. Go roll some dice. My name's Corey. Go roll some dice.